Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. I hope you've been watching my Wordle in a minute because it was a thrill today, or today's episode, which was recorded yesterday. Do check it out on our channel if you don't normally watch it. Anyway, it won't take long. Let's have a look today at a puzzle by Niklas Kupper called Tasting Menu. Simon loves a tasting menu, I think, and I'm much more fussy and choose. Actually, let me tell you a story. The first time that Simon came to dinner at my place, he was a bit nervous about the whole experience and sent me a list of 10 foods, 10 types of foods even, that he wouldn't eat. And it covered an awful lot of things, particularly in the vegetable area. I can't remember the details at all, but it was quite surprising and intriguing to be presented with this. Now, maybe he just didn't trust my cooking, and that would be sensible. But these days, Simon is the adventurous eater. He's the one who if he goes to a nice restaurant, he will, if they have one, have a go at the tasting menu and be really delighted with everything they bring him. He's changed a lot. I'm still as fussy as I ever was. Anyway, people who go to a restaurant with me will find me going, when they say, oh, let's get something for everyone to share, they'll watch me going, I don't know, I'll just choose my own food, thank you. We will have a look at this puzzle in a minute. Don't forget that on Patreon we've got the marvellous Blob's Back to the Future Sudoku hunt, which is clearly easier than some have been. We've got nearly 100 entries already. This is day 3, and I'm recording this not at the end of the day, so it's going incredibly well. Well done, the people who've finished it already. Somebody had done it in just under 2.5 hours. That was the quickest time after its release. 10 puzzles, variety of Sudoku types, and they're all good fun. Some of them are difficult. 1 or 2 of them are very difficult, I think, but it's clearly proving a little easier overall than the average Patreon reward, so do check it out. And we'd love to have you with us on Patreon, where you could also watch the connections and crossword videos and loads of other things that go up on there. So all of the solution videos to last month's Patreon, the Labours of Rostam, are up now, so you can check them out. If you are a $3 a month Patreon, that is. Now, first of all, after that, we've got Sven's Sudoku Pad on the links under the video, and all of our apps, which feature lots of relevance to today. We have Domino Sudoku, Line Sudoku, Arrow Sudoku, and Thermo Sudoku, all as separate apps. And if you get the Cracking the Cryptic app, you can get the bits of it that are Fog of War and The Worms by James Sinclair and Marty Sears at the moment. More coming soon, so check that out. Now, time to have a look at the rules, which differ box by box. And I think, well, okay, there is the original presentation. If you call up the puzzle on the first link under the video, which you can do so you can play it yourself, you will see that Niklas has listed the rules in box order. I'm going to do them in a slightly more sort of combined order. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. If a white dot separates digits, they're consecutive. If a black dot separates digits, they have a 1:2 ratio. If X separates digits, they sum to 10. And if V separates digits, they sum to 5. Cells in the thermometer, the blue one, are increasing as we go away from the bulb. And adjacent cells on the orange line, which is a Dutch whisper line, have a difference of at least 4. Digits along an arrow sum to the number in the attached circle, so those two will add up to that one. And the digit in a green cell is larger than its orthogonal neighbours. You can tell that from the little arrow signs. That one must be bigger than all of those 3. Digits in a blue cell are smaller than those in its orthogonal neighbours. So the blue cell there is smaller than those 3. And that's it. Those are the rules, different one for each box. And that is the kind of tasting menu that Niklas has provided us with. There is an X making its way into the central box, of course, which slightly changes it up. But give it a try on that first link under the video. I don't know how it's going to play. You can check the video length to get an idea. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. I am, well, okay, I was going to start with the Dutch Whisper, but I'm not. I'm going to pencil mark this thermo because there's only two possibilities in each cell that allow us to continue increasing as we go up. Now that leaves every possibility for that cell, but don't worry about that. Now in this box, we have 3 black dots requiring 6 different digits. There are only 6 digits in Sudoku that can go on a black dot. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. So the other ones, which are 5, 7, and 9, can't and must be in these other 3 cells in the box. Okay, I'm going to go to the whisper now because this whisper is continuous. It's a loop. And I think from memory there is only one way to make a loop of the numbers 1 to 9 on a Dutch whisper. I'm going to use these cells as an aide-memoire. Let's start with the number 4. 4 has only 2 digits that can be next to it on a Dutch whisper. And obviously every cell on this particular whisper is going to have 2 different digits adjacent to it. And that's what gives us a chance at it. So if we were to write 4 here, the digits next to it would have to be 8 and 9, the only digits that have a difference of 4 or more from 4. Now, think about the digit 5. That only has 2 possible neighbours as well. And those neighbours are 1 and 9, the 2 digits that are 4 away from 5. So wherever 5 appears in this string, it must be surrounded by 9 and 1. Well, we now know where that is. That's here. And now think about the digit 6. Wherever 6 appears, it's got 2 possible neighbours, and they are 1 and 2. So we know that 6 must come here, so it can neighbour the 1 with 2 next to it. Imagine this loops round the other side of the grid and comes out here. Then the other 2 digits are 7 and 3, and obviously they can only go in one way. And this is the sequence. We must have, on this loop, a sequence in one way or the other of 2, 7, 3, 8, 4, 9, 5, 1, 6. Now, can we use the X? Yes, a bit. I know this X isn't 1, 9, because they're either separated by 1 cell on the loop or by 6 cells. But this pair of red cells here are separated by either 3 cells or 4 cells. So they're not a 1-9 pair. Are they a 2-8? Or they're definitely not a 3-7 pair because they would be next to each other on the loop. So that's ruled out. 2-8, I think, is ruled out as well, because the number of digits separating 2 and 8 are either 2 or 5, and these are 3 and 4. So I think we are actually basically informed that this must be a 4-6 pair. Okay, I'm going to leave that here for a moment. Okay, the trouble is we don't know which one is 4 and which one is 6, do we? Oh, can we combine it with anything here? No. I mean, that's a bit annoying, because next to the 4, we'll either have 8 and 9, or if it's a 6, we'll have 1 and 2 next to it. So I suppose this is a 1, 2, 8, 9 quad. I hadn't seen that coming particularly. But we're either 1, 2, and 8, either... Yeah, one of the red cells is a 6 and has 1, 2 next to it on the line, and the other one is a 4 and has 8, 9 next to it. So this is right. Oh, the 4-cell sequence, of course. This is the 3 cells. Oh, it's much more straightforward. Sorry. The 4 and 6 are separated by a 3-cell sequence in one case, and that must be on the right of this loop, and a 4-cell sequence in the other, and that must be on the left. So the right-hand sequence is 9, 5, 1 in some order. Sorry, it's more straightforward than I was realizing. The left-hand sequence is 8, 3, 7, 2 in some order. So, thank you, aide-memoire. Bye-bye. Now we have a digit in the puzzle. We have a lot of double cell candidates. Do we have anything to, yes, 5 is looking at that cell, so that's a 6. So can we run that up or down the thermometer? It was the higher digit there, so we can run it up the thermometer. 7, 8, 9, and that 8 is looking back at this digit, which becomes a 2. So now we can fill in the whole of this Dutch whisper. 6 must be 1, 5, 9, 4. Differences of 4 every time, remember. 8, 3, 7. That 3 is going to make this a 4. And also this a 2. And now we've finished 2 boxes in just 5.5 minutes. Excellent. Right, these digits are 1, 6, and 7. We can't put 1 in the bulb. These digits are 2, 3, and 8. These ones are 4, 5, and 9. Can that be 4? Yes. Can it be 5? Yes. 4 would need 3 and 1 on the arrow. No, 5 doesn't work, actually. This arrow can't be 2, 3, or 4, 1. 9 does work. Could be any of 8, 1, 3, 6, or 2, 7. Okay, this can't be an 8, and this can't be a 9 on this arrow. That adds up to 6 or 7. I don't think I've quite achieved anything in box 6. Okay, let's go over to this box next. We've got a 6 there. So this can't be the 6, 3 black dot. There must be a 6, 3 black dot in this box. So if it's here, that digit's a 3. No, let's put it in a corner. If that, then this would be a 6. If this is the 3, 6, we've got 3 looking at that cell. So now 3 is in one of those two, 6 is in one of those two. The other pairs in this box, after 3, 6, we've got 1, 2, 4, and 8. So 1 will go with 2. Oh, look at this. That's orange. Right, look at this orange domino. This cannot be the 1, 2 domino because that cell couldn't be either digit. And it also can't be the 4, 8 domino because 4 and 8 are already in column 2 and that cell couldn't be either digit. There is no such thing as a 2, 4 domino in this box, or you couldn't make up the other 2 dominoes. So this is a 3, 6 domino, and we know how it goes now. There we go. Okay, that's good. The other digits in the box are 1, 2, 4, and 8. This one is the one that sees anything from here. So that's 1 or 2. So now we know this is the 1, 2 pair, and this is the 4, 8 black pair. Right, so do we go north or do we go east? Let's try north because I said it first. In this column, we've had 5, 6, 7 and a 4, 8 pair. The remaining digits are 1, 2, 3, 9. This cell has to be smaller than the surrounding cells, so it's not 9. This one has to be bigger than both of those, so it's not 1 or 2. If it was 3, that would be a 1, 2 pair, and this would be 9. Oh, pardon me. What a strange hiccup. Okay, I'm not getting much further there. Oh, there's also this cell. No, it doesn't. No, it just has to be low. That can't be 9. Okay, I'm going east instead. This can't be 3, 7 or 4, 6 because of that pair. Therefore, it's either 1, 9 or 2, 8. 1, 9 could be in either order. 8, 2 would have to be in that order because of the 2 and 8 up here. This X sees a 1, 2 pair. So this is it's not 4, 6 because that cell can't be either. So it's a 3, 7. That takes 7 out of there. Now, is that getting us anywhere? Well, there's some interesting stuff going on. These two cells see the 3, 7 pair in the box, and they see 1, 5, 9 in the column. That's all the odd digits gone, so they have to be even. I mean, that's just a coincidence. I don't think that really matters. Oh, it really does matter. Look at this pencil marking. It's beautiful, this. If that was a 2-8 pair, both of these digits would have to be 4. So this is definitely a 1-9x. Right, so now in the row we've had 6, 3, 1 and 9. We don't quite know what these are, but we do know that there's a 7 still to come. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, there's a 7 still to come. And that is going to mean whether the 7 is here or here, this digit is either going to be that 7 or it has to be bigger than the 7. And since it can't be 9, this cell is 7 or 8. And that is bigger than all of these 4. Now, that means they don't include 9. Is that any use? No, probably not. This digit sees 1, 9, 3, 7 and 6, 4 and 8. So that is 2 or 5. There is a 5 still to come in this row. So 5 has to be in one of those 2 cells. I'm kind of running out of things to do, so I'm going to go up here where I could possibly have started. This group of cells, they add up to both pairs add up to 5, so all those digits are less than 5. They must be 1, 2, 3 and 4. And the other digits in the box, I'm going to pencil mark them, are 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now, that doesn't seem to have really achieved anything. I suppose this... Oh, this is interesting. If this was 3, this would be lower than that. It would be 1 or 2. But if that was 3, this V would be a 1, 4 pair. So if that's 3, this is 2. Oh, and there's these white dots. What do they do for us? Oh, I know. Well, I know something. On this white dot, it can't be 2 low digits. And when I'm using the word low this time, I'm meaning below 5. If those 2 digits were from 1, 2, 3, 4, we'd have 5 digits in the row from 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is not possible. There aren't 5 digits from 1, 2, 3, 4. So therefore, these digits aren't both from 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is the minimum cell here. And this one can't be even, therefore. So this one is an odd digit. Every white dot has 1 odd and 1 even digit on. And this one is even. And it could be 4, I think. If that was 4, 5, this would be a 2, 3 pair. That digit would be 1. And I think that works okay. Oh yeah, I don't know, this puzzle's getting harder as we go. This may be rash, but I'm going to colour the, I don't know, I want to colour the 1, 4 pair versus the 2, 3 pair. I'm going to make that purple and this green. Now I don't know which of these is 1, 4 and which is 2, 3, but one is one and one is the other. Therefore this digit is from the green pair. And that must appear in one of these cells. Oh, also, oh, hang on, we've got other stuff going on. Let's just have a look at column 2 and see if I can do something like we did in row 8, where the 7 made that into 7 or 8. In column 2, we've used 4, 9, 8, 3. We haven't used 6. One of these 3 cells is 6. And therefore this cell is no more than 6. I mean, that's not quite as powerful. 6, 5, 1 or 2. Can't be 3 or 4 in the column. Now it can't be 6 because it's surrounded by 4 cells in the box that all have to be higher. If it was 5, these other cells in the box, okay, that wouldn't work. That's slightly, I mean, I think this is really useful. as it turns out, but it's not quite what I was planning to do. But anyway, this can't be 5 because of this column, where we've already seen 9, 8 go. And if that was a 7, then there'd only be 6 to go in one of these cells, but they both have to be bigger than this one, so it can't be 5. So that now is 1 or 2, and we know what colour it is compared to over here. It's purple. And that makes this other 1 or 2 a green digit, and this one the purple digit. Obviously one of those is purple and one is green. Maybe this isn't going to do anything after all. This one again, it's the same as there. Yes, it's very much the same as there. This digit can't be 1, 2 or 3, or we would end up with these 5 cells having too many digits from 1, 2, 3, 4. It can't be from 1, 2 or 3. It also can't be the higher even digits. So again, this is odd, just like that one. And this one, just like that, is an even counterpart. Now, does one of these have to be 4 for some reason? Or, in this column, 8, 4, 6, what are these? I don't know. Here, one of these is coloured, purple or green. Now, how do I know that? Because there are 4 digits to come in this box, and we can only put 3 of the coloured cells. Oh, no, 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 hang on, this is wrong, because 4 could be coloured, so... No, I was getting premature there, making a mistake. It does happen, just a human being, doing my very best. Okay, if that was an 8, this would be 4, that would be 2, and this would be a 5, 7 pair. Or, I haven't really looked at this column at all in terms of high and low. Is that at all interesting? I mean, obviously we've got low, low, high. That must be high. Ah, where's 9 in column 8? It can't be here or here. It can't be here because of the 1, 9 pair. It can't be here or here because of the maximal cell, there, the sort of fortress cell. And we've pencil marked all these, so they can't be 9. So 9 is here in column 9. So that takes 9 out of that cell, and that leaves, look, this is now 1, 2, 3 triple, and this is 9. That stops this being 9. Which doesn't stop this being 8, but it does mean 9 is now in one of those 2 cells, forming an X-wing with 9 down there, and that's not actually helping. But we've got this 1, 2, 3 triple. So these digits are from 5, 6, 7. They see the 1, 2, 3 triple in the box, 4, 9, 8 in the column, and therefore they're from 5, 6, 7. And one of them is a 6. I don't think that's helpful. And here we've definitely got 4 and 8 in this group, which includes 4. 4's being a bit difficult to me. Okay, I think maybe we've got to study the arrows a bit more. This is getting harder as we go. That's weird, but there you go. That sometimes happens. The tasting menu, we're getting to the meatier dishes perhaps as we go through it. That's a nice metaphor. Now, okay, here's the thing. If this was a 7, where's the 8 in this box? It would have to be here because it couldn't be on the same arrow. So you'd have 7, 8 in those 2 cells, and this would be broken. That's quite nice. So that's not a 7. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't actually tell me what it is. But it stops this being a 2, I warrant. Yeah, it does. Now, 2's in one of the... What has that done? Okay, here's another thing. If this was a 1, then the 1 in box 3 would be in one of those cells, and its counterpart 4 would be in this column. So if that was a 1, this would have to be a 5, and this would be a 2, and that would be a 7, and that works fine. Probably. I can't see why it doesn't. Okay, what if this is a 6? If this is a 6, that has to be a 3, and that has to be a 9. And then this is 7 to 5. Oh, what if this is a 4? Then this arrow goes 4, 3, 1. And this one goes 5, 2, 7. Well, hang on. Have I just proved this is a 7 either? Okay, the alternative is, what if this is a 6? Then we go 6, 2, 4, 1, 8, 9. No, I can't prove anything one way or the other at the moment. I haven't seen how I can. Ah, that's how. Right, if this was a 6, this arrow is 6, 2, 4, and that digit is a 1. Now, that requires 4 and 1 to be here, and that's not going to work up here, where one of them has to be either purple or green. So that is not a 6, that is a 7. I don't think that's going to do a lot, actually, because I still don't know how the arrow breaks down. That's annoying. Oh well, we got a 7 there, so I can take 7 out of those cells. There must be a 7 in one of those. Now one of these 3 must be 7 in this column, and one of these 3 must be 7 in this row, so they must meet here. There's an overlap between 7 must be in one of those and 7 must be in one of those. That's beautiful, actually. That was the value of getting 7 out of that cell. I did not realize that at the time. Now we have to place 8 in this column, and it can't be there or there, so it must be here. And that is going to unwind these. Is it? No, not all of them. This still has 2 possibilities. That's cruel. That's just messing with me. We still have to place 8 in this row, and it's either there or there. I can't believe that didn't resolve this arrow. That's so cruel. Do I need to think about this? No, I'll tell you what, I'm going to think about this cell actually, which can't be 1, 2, 3 or 7, also 5, 8 or 9. That is very limited. This digit is 4 or 6, and this has to be higher. It could be 9 though. It can't be 5 because we've confined 5 to one of those cells in row 8. So this is 6, 8 or 9, and I don't think I know which. Oh, of course, this digit can't be 9. This has been available forever because of that connection. Oh, that's 4, that's 9. This is 6 on the arrow, that's 1. This has become a 4 by elimination. Now 4 is not in those 2 cells. Therefore, it's in one of these, and one of these must be 1, which can't be in those. So one of those is a 1. This digit at the bottom is 2 or 3 as a result of that. Now, where has that taken us? This can't be 3, so this can't be 2. Narrowing them down, this can't be 2, and this can't be 3. And this is a chocolate teapot quadruple. I still don't know how it's going to work. Ah, that's so irritating. How about the bottom row then? We haven't placed 1 anywhere. Oh, we can place it. It can't be there because of the 1, 9 pair, and it can't be here because of that. So 1 goes here. And that's not going to do anything, is it? Is there not one other digit apart from 1 that has been confined to one row or column here? 2 hasn't, 3 hasn't, and 4 hasn't. So no, there isn't. Classic. 1, So 4 there is looking into the corner. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight. Proving its position and determining things like that that's a 2. I didn't really need the colours, did I? Anyway, this now is not 2 or 3. That is 1. This is 3 in the box. This might get it all done. Let's see. We need a 3 in row 2. That can't be 4. 2, 9, 3, 4, 1. This is not able to be 6. Is that useful? No. Come on. I thought when those 1s and 2s unwound, we'd be home free. Let's get rid of the colour because it's absolutely done its jobs. It didn't really do it. We found it other ways. Is this a quad? We've still got 1 and 2 to place in this row. So 1 is in one of those cells and 2 is in one of those. In the box was what I really meant, but the row was just as appropriate. Oh, I mean, there's no clues I haven't used. I'm probably just not using these fortress type clues very well then, these maxima and minima cells. Although that one's finished, that one's effectively finished. We can't put a lower digit than 1 there. This one, this needs to have a lower digit here. Oh, I see. Where does 9 go in this column? Obviously in the green cell. Ah, okay, well that's probably going to be quite big. 5, 7, 9 are done there. No 7 in those cells, so they're a 5, 6 pair now. That is part of a 4, 7, 8 triple in the column. 9 there. We know there's a 9 in one of these. In this row, we need to place a 6 and an 8. This is 5 or 8. It can't be 6 in the row. So one of these two is a 6, and these don't include a 6. So now one of these two is a 6. I'm just not getting this yet. This can't be a 2. I mean, we're nearly there. Oh, there's a 6, 8 pair. That's of some interest. 6, 8, 3, 7, 2 used in the column. There's a 1, 9 pair there. So this is 4, 5, or 8. 3 in the row must be here. That's the only, oh, that's to complete the column. It's the last cell, an I-wing. 2 and 6 must be in these cells. 2 in one of those. Okay, this isn't doing anything yet. Have I missed any rules? I don't think I have. It's going to be about these white dots, isn't it? Let's have a think about that. This cannot be a 6, 7 pair now, because they would be left to be 5 and 8, which aren't together. It also can't be a 5, 6 pair, because that would break that cell. So therefore, if it can't be a 5, 6 pair or a 6, 7 pair, that digit can't be 6. Which is interesting. That is not a finding I was expecting to make. Now, is there something else that is ruled out? If this was not a 7, that would be a 4, 8 pair. No, that's not an interesting way of looking at it. Oh, that means this can't be an 8, 7 pair, so that can never be an 8. That must be a 6. It's so straightforward when you see it, and until you see it, it's impossible. But that 6 is looking at this cell, which becomes 8. Then we get a 6 over here. That 8 comes out of all these cells, and 6 has come out of that. This is a 2, 4 pair. This digit, therefore, has to be 5. This one's 2. No, it's definitely not 2. Hang on. What have I done wrong here? I've removed 6 from everywhere. Let's go back a bit. Sorry. Here we were. And I took 8 out of all these cells, and that was right. What I should have noticed is this is the only place to put 6, not that I've ruled 6 out of here. So that's a 6. We need 8 in one of those two. Oh, this isn't finishing it. I can't believe this. This digit is 2, 5 or 8, not a 4. Oh, I'm still going to have to think about these again. Bother. Right, we got the 6. What is impossible up here? If this was a 9, okay, yeah, if this was a 9, this is a 5, 7 pair. Oh, there's a 5, 8 pair in the final column, so that's a 6. That's not going to... Yes, it is. That's going to sort out the 5, 6 pair in box 1. That means this can't be a 5. I think that means that one of these two is... No, not definitely. By Sudoku, this is 1 or 4. This is 1, 2 or 7. Is there really only one place for 3? Oh yes, that 3 is looking at this 7, 3 pair, that's why. Now 7 is in one of those cells. That's not going to do anything. We know 5's in one of those. Oh goodness, I cannot quite finish this off. If this was 8, we would have 4, 5, 7, 9. And 7 here. I can't see what the problem there is. If this was 5, that has impact on both these cells. So if that was 5, we'd have 7 and 9 up here. We'd then have 8s in both of these cells, and therefore in that one and that one. Right. No, I think that's okay. That survives. That holds together. I can't see how to finish this. I'm sure it's absolutely straightforward at this point, and I cannot see it. There's so little left to do. What am I monkeying around with the rest of it for? I'm dallying on my dessert on this tasting menu. That's what's happening. And what I would be doing at the table is really enjoying myself. So let's try to just enjoy how this one is going to finally work out. It's something to do with these white dots. If that's a 4, that's 5 and 7. And then you've got 2, 1, 9. Ah, if that's a 4, goodness me, the white dot makes that 5, that's 7. This becomes 2. This has to be a 1, and then that's a 4 and clashes with that 4. That is complicated. I mean, again, maybe there's a simpler way to see it. I have not managed to do that. And I might still not be finished now, because making that an 8 didn't resolve this. So we're down to 2 or 4 in column 6. They're the only digits left to place. In the top row, this is 4, 5 or 9. What about this? This is just... Well, it's finally got a bit narrowed to 1, 2 or 7. Is that doing anything here? Not really. Okay, let's think about which one will fail. If that's a 7, this is a 5. Okay, if that's a 9, this is 1. This digit couldn't be 1, so that would be 1. Maybe this would be 4 then? No, I don't think that's proven. Oh, good. Oh, good grief. Here it is. Look, that 7 is looking at this cell. I'm sorry. You've been shouting at the screen and I couldn't hear you. It can't be an 8. 8 had to be not touching that 7, didn't it? So it's there. And it's all very straightforward. And I've been messing around with my dessert, toying it all round the plate, having a lovely time and annoying my fellow diners who wanted to get finished. Right, 2 there, 4, 8, 4. Sorry about the sloth at the end. That was just ineptitude. 1, 4, 2, 9, 7. Seems to work. 9 and a 1. And there we go. That is Nicholas's tasting menu. And what a treat it was too. Thank you, Nicholas. Fabulous stuff. And thank you guys for following us and watching us. And do remember to subscribe to the channel if you've got the chance and if you want to. Or like the videos, or leave a nice comment for the constructor who deserves it. And we will see you again soon on the channel. Thanks for watching and bye for now.